Hey, it's Gav from IGN, and I've just been watching the Assassin's Creed movie trailer, which just dropped. I've been sort of combing through it to find some secrets and just cool stuff, and I'm gonna tell you those cool things that I have found. So I'm gonna kick this Rewind Theater off with the money shot, the leap of faith. Now, people who are fans of the games will know this shot, they've seen it a million times, but people who aren't, imagine you don't know anything about the Assassin's Creed video game, then you go in, you see this trailer. That's a pretty striking shot, and Justin Kurzel, director, go back and watch his Macbeth film, because it's full of amazingly striking shots just like this. He's really good at doing battle scenes, and I think he's going to be really good at tackling some of the sort of classic Assassin's Creed scenes. And let's have a look at a couple of those. So we've got the Leap of Faith, awesome. We've got the Hidden Blades, one of the most famous weapons used in those, and we'll see that in action a little bit later on. And we've got an eagle flying about. Now, eagles are big in the Assassin's Creed world. Eagle vision is a dormant sixth sense which the assassins can use. If it's used properly, you can sense people and objects around you. Now, in this film, Michael Fassbender is playing Callum, who's a descendant of Aguilar, which is a Spanish surname meaning a person who originally came from a place known as the Eagle's Lair. And interestingly as well, Altair, which is the name of the assassin in the very first Assassin's Creed, is the brightest star in the constellation Aguilar. Might not mean anything, but we thought it was pretty interesting anyway. Murdering people from above with a hidden blade is a staple of any awesome Assassin's game, as is cool-looking parkour. This is one of the standout scenes, I think, in the trailer, and it's a really awesome fight scene with Ariane Labed, who's playing Maria, I think. And the cool thing about this is, she's using the double hidden blades, which was introduced by Da Vinci in Assassin's Creed 2. Now, there's a good chance we might be wrong, but this is really reminiscent of the Assassin's Creed loading screens, which are really sort of quiet and sort of low lit, and usually don't have anything else in it except you and sort of bright lights and a weird floor. But what we think this is maybe the Animus, which is a virtual reality machine that we'll go into in a little bit. Maybe this is the Animus booting up, and these guys around here, other people who have been strapped into Animuses, loading into their worlds maybe. Could be wrong, but it's a nice thought anyway. This is a great shot from the trailer of what we assume is the Brotherhood of Assassins. I guess what we can take from this is Fassbender's ancestor Aguilar was part of the Brotherhood of Assassins, like Altair in the first game, and in the games the Brotherhood fight to ensure the survival of freedom. And just after seeing the Brotherhood here, we see Aguilar sort of in chains and presumably being put to death. He then gets broken out by the Brotherhood, so I guess maybe this is the beginning of his training with the Brotherhood. So I want to talk a little bit about how different the Animus seems to be in the movie compared to the video game. So if you don't know, in the video games, the Animus is basically a virtual reality machine which lets users access their genetic memories. So this basically allows you to take control of your ancestors in the past. In the game, it's a pretty boring box thing, so obviously to sex it up for the films, they've made this giant robot arm thing, which I think looks really awesome. I really like the way it moves, particularly this bit at the end, which seems like he's kind of mastered the way to use it, and he does a pretty awesome Iron Man impression too. I really like the way that it really marries together the present day and the past. And one cool thing I noticed as well is this guy here is Denis Ménochet, who's been in a bunch of films, but probably most recognizable as the farmer at the beginning of Inglourious Basterds, which is one of my favorite scenes ever. So hopefully got a pretty big part in this. He seems to be working for Abstergo, which is a huge company that's guided human invention and technological advancement throughout the years. And you can see that this guy's working for them, so presumably something happens in the present day, maybe Fassbender is upset with what he's being made to do, and he seems like, from what's going on in the trailer, that he's maybe breaking out with a bunch of other assassins. This Abstergo logo there, which Assassin's Creed fans will know very well. So we have Marion Cotillard playing Sophia Ricken and Jeremy Irons playing Alan Ricken, who are both working for this company. Now, according to reports, in the film, their intentions as a company are to isolate and eliminate the genes responsible for violence, which is good because apparently Fassbender's Cal was on death row for beating a dude to death in a bar. So yeah, they've got a pretty good subject in him, I reckon. Now, we haven't seen Brendan Gleeson, who plays Cal's father, yet, but we're figuring he'll have something huge to do with the storyline in terms of why he's on death row, maybe. And I think the fact that they've cast Jeremy Irons and Marion Cotillard as these big Abstergo people means that maybe we'll get to learn a little bit more about Ricken, because we only really saw Ricken in Assassin's Creed 1. So presumably, having Jeremy Irons play him, we're going to find a little bit more about why he's doing what he's doing. There's a lot of shots of Michael Fassbender resisting what's happening to him, which I think probably leads to him maybe trying to break out or go against Abstergo. And I think here then you can see him kind of breaking out with a bunch of other assassins that have presumably been held by Abstergo as well. Lots of people were really down on the song choice for the trailer, which is Kanye West's I Am a God. I like it, and I think it really fits with the theme of the Assassin's Creed game trailers, which have always had like anachronistic music sort of played over the top of them. The Assassin's Creed Brotherhood trailer had Tiny Temper's Pass Out, and that is a stone cold banger. But that's the Assassin's Creed movie trailer anyway. It's out on December 16th. That's everything that was cool that we noticed. What did you notice? Let us know in the comments below.